Hello, Orange Cat here. We're playing Final Fantasy XVI. This is the Final Fantasy mode, the Game Plus playthrough. Gonna continue the story. We're on the way towards the next
So,
Mother
we're meeting
Crystal.
in Northreach.
So that will be the first Mother Crystal. We're gonna destroy the first Mother Crystal in the game.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south. A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabelle. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested, unless...
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Welcome. I do like a customer who knows what he
It's
wants.
not getting any fresher.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people...
The men who gave birth.
From the moment you... But today, it is good.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we...
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with... Get out of my sight.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement. As do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the vet.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a...
I haven't seen you around the Vale.
And if anyone requests her company,
Madame.
as do you, my dear,
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
that won't be necessary. Clive, my darling, welcome.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady.
Well, that was the whole point. Whatever wound you so tight.
I don't want...
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't want... Yes. Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, Tatienne has been gone for several days now.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh. Proof of that trust, and hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of you. Now, I have matters to attend to at the eye.
I should probably start here.
You were...
Enough to have me look for one of your...
She's still missing then. Oh, if only...
You saw her before?
The day before. She'd lost her comb. It wasn't anything fancy. You see, Tatienne was an orphan.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. Tatienne shared a room.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
If the dame has given you her trust, then you have ours as well. You know, you are always welcome here at the Vale.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh?
Did she...
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone.
You do?
Lad from the garrison followed her around like a lost... She thought about saying something.
This man from the garrison.
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Excuse me. I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and star. Might I trouble you for some assistance?
And who exactly would I...
Oh, forgive me. I have business beyond these walls, and who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to...
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. There are 3 in total.
Nothing dangerous.
Oh, and though I cannot strongly...
That's the day done then. Drinks. If the right
You
to
there!
escape any...
Fancy a drop of the Empire's?
Fresh fish!
Oh, and a
all
china
from the Sea of
roast
Grace this...
I warn you now.
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own. That is no bird. And
All this for a drink.
not just any drink. The very best. Specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it.
Of course.
I haven't...
Well, I have business with you.
I do not know you.
Somewhere the gate guards were...
Fine. This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false,
I can always take it back.
you will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get...
Cigars.
Those...
You say these... There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this year'll make 'em less so. For a while, at least. Sorry about the welcome. I meant nothing by it. Here.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest.
Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals?
Why not just tell me?
An honest man wears this. After all, and if you don't know, despite the risk...
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth. Do you think it vulgar that...
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you. As will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Nothing like a quick... I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of sanbreque society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its, not for the want of coin. Simple fare cost little more than a pittance. But to revel in the contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles, which...
Fine.
Oh, thank you. Here. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And 3 bearers
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act. Be discreet for both our sakes.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well. I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you.
Grant! And you!
Heard the bones fell favorably.
Are you? Looks like now's not. You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I daren't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain must have sent you. But alas, my work is far from over.
You need to rest.
But I won't.
And what of your own hurts?
I'll wait.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
That bastard!
All right.
Business, though not my own.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well.
I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the Dame. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though. That's no wonder the Dame's got a soft spot for you.
As if either of us needs to brush up on our... Where's your commanding officer, Branded? Don't you know the training ground?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but
I'm just passing.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he...
The Dame laughed when we offered her our protection.
How about it, Brand?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only...
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight. Now...
If that...
Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Branded. Alright, so you know one end of a blade from the other. Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? How'd a bearer win the Dane's favour anyway?
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
Got potential. I'll give you that.
Can I go now?
Krieger's gas.
The Dane?
Yeah, not after the bullet.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the Dame about it.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the Dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in Moor. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let his... I'll know where I'm headed.
It's not been half a moon since Bellinus tour. They need others march again.
Clive.
Bertrand.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find some.
Mistakes.
Don't let them get away! Muhammad! Sick of Torgal! Get him!
Better already.
I let her out of her pet. I think she's lost.
I can't promise.
She's beautiful, white, and she likes walking in the wheat. Oh, she must be...
In that case... That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her.
Why should I?
Because a girl from the...
Chloe. Last I saw, that girl's holding...
The windmill.
Off with you now.
Chloe? More brown than white. Someone napping on the job. I hope they don't mind the interruption. The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not...
She's not...
That? And now she's gone forever.
No, don't say...
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
But Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabelle says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here. What do you want? And if that's what you want.
Had another branded drop in the field yesterday.
You, branded! Here, now! You're late!
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? Well, don't just...
All right. Where is he?
My, he's over that way.
For someone whose son's immortal. Inja, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this. Get him!
Father will have you.
What is this?
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were
having fun.
Why are you still speaking?
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's... Someone needs to put an end to this.
You, Brandy, come here this instant. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet, and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the Branded I bought, are you? Well, the sins of the slave...
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm beholden to no one.
Lies!
Shut your mouth and listen. Those bearers you killed, they were people, and unless you wish to share in their...
Father, he's scaring.
How...
Can't we just buy another hound? A big...
Of course, my son.
I'm wasting my... I can't just leave that much. I can... How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Though I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, he's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's less two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
Are you Bertrand? The Dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a Branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't...
What's this?
I come to you from north...
Why, of course. What is...
Rumor has it he was...
Yeah, he had a comb, but although I stood firm, however.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are.
My thanks.
Not at all. Be sure. As I told you, the soldier made no secret of his destination. He said the ruins were the perfect place for him to ask his beloved Isabelle for her hand in marriage.
It smells of death here, Torgal. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
There, boy! Keep your distance, boy! You know what's up. There, boy! You know what to do, boy. Get him! Get him, boy! Sick him, Torgal! Over here. You're finished!
Damn it all. Bodies. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. You said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabelle. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Weren't expecting it.
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. The Veil counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Otto mentioned the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again. Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door. Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sanbreque.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut? And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the mothercrystals truly are the cause of the blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools, and the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Ah, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
Next video, gonna destroy the first mothercrystal. So thank you for watching. Wish you all well. See you in the next video.